Morning. Today we're going to discuss Judiciary branch. So the administration of justice is substantially the product of and laws in the judiciary. It means anything that we need justice, trials, appeals, etc., penalty. It is in the judiciary department. The judiciary is under the republican system adopted by the Constitution, and it is the third branch of government. As well now, we have executive, legislative, and judiciary. Now, the Supreme Court is the only court created by the Constitution, and all other courts, such as Court of Appeals, Court of Tax Appeals, etc., operating under the judicial system, are called statutory courts, established through statutory enactments made by Congress. Now, the judicial power defined, it is vested in the Supreme Court and other lower courts. It is the power to apply the laws, to contest or disputes concerning legally recognized rights or duties between the state and private person or individual litigants in any case or in cases properly brought before the judicial tribunals, and this includes the power to ascertain what are the valid and binding laws of the state so as to interpret and constitute. I like the word interpret because the executive again is the one who execute the law, and the one who makes the law is the Congress, and the one who interprets the law is the judicial or judiciary. Now, let's go to the composition of the Supreme Court. Okay, this is the higher courts in our land. It is composed of 15 members and one Chief Justice and 14 Associate Justices. This is according in Article 7, Section 4. They are appointed, of course, by the President. Upon the recommendation of the JBC, which is Judicial and Bar Council, which will submit 3 nominees to the President. So, ang JBC is the one who chose the nominees, and of course, it will be submitted to the President, and the President will choose who is who is the person in justice. The appointment of Supreme Court will not subject for the confirmation by the Commission on Appointments, unlike the appointees in the executive department heads or the secretary. It will go to the Commission on Appointments. Now, this Commission on Appointments is under or controlled by the Congress, particularly the Senate. Okay. So, hindi na siya dadaan doon sa COA. Okay, that's also in the law. Now, what are the qualification of the members of judiciary? Members of the Supreme Court. Okay, let's start with the top. He should be a natural-born citizen, at least 40 years old, a judge of lower court, or engages in the practice of the law in the Philippines for at least 15 years. Okay? So take note of that for the Supreme Court. And if the nominee or the one who will go to Court of Appeals for tax and Sandigan Bayan, now he must be a natural-born citizen, member of the Philippine Bar. Congress may prescribe other qualifications. Okay? So, walang particular year or age ang isang member ng lower collegiate court. Now, for the lower courts, ano yan? So, ito yung mga RTCs, Municipal Trial Courts, or MTCs, Metropolitan Trial Courts, or METC, Municipal Circuit Trial Courts, or MCTS. Okay? Those are in the lower courts. Now, the qualification, they must be a citizen of the Philippines, either naturalized or natural born. member of the Philippine Bar, and of course the Congress may prescribe other qualifications. Now, for the Sharia district courts, itong court na to is intended for the Muslims. These courts has limited jurisdiction. Cases within the sole jurisdiction of the Sharia courts, court chiefly refers to the family duties and responsibilities, as well as the contractual relationship of Philippine Muslim in the southern provinces. Bakit mayroong separate court ang Muslim, which is uh, Sharia. Okay. Merong court sila or special court na ganito kasi they have their belief. Okay, they should have if you're a Muslim, then they are allowed, or especially yung lalaki, allowed to marry at least no I mean up to 4 times, no. So furthermore, the members of the Supreme Court, lower collegiate courts, and lower courts must be persons of proven competence, integrity, probity, and independence. Now, the Judicial and Bar Council. Kanina nabanggit natin ito, kung JBC, they are the one who recommend appointees to the President, and actually their work is to screen the justices or yung mga judges na ilalagay sa bawat courts. Okay, the composition of this bar or the JBC, number one is Chief Justice. He is the ex officio chair, Secretary of Justice, Representative of Congress. Okay, merong from Congress, and IBP or Integrated Bar of the Philippines, and Professor of Law, Private Sector Representative, and Clerk of the Supreme Court. In other words, marami sila na nag-aaral, and they studied their appointees or their nominees to the President. Okay, now, the period of decision, this is the rule. All cases or matters filed must be decided or resolved within 24 hours, or 24 months rather, from the date of submission for the Supreme Court. Okay, pag pinasa yan sa Supreme Court, dapat in 24 months or 2 years, no, ay dapat magkaroon ng resolution. And unless reduced by the Supreme Court, 12 months for all lower collegiate courts and 3 months for all other lower courts. Okay. Now, quasi-judicial agencies. Sa pag sinabing quasi, they are exercising this judicial activity, no? But they are separated. Not part of the judicial part of the government. No? Hindi siya under ng, although kailangan under siya ng Supreme Court, pero meron siyang tinatawag na independence. Authorized by the law, no, to hear and decide certain kinds of cases para mapabilis ang mga cases. Halimbawa sa transportation, etc. Now, these are the agencies, they have a different nature. Okay, like Commission on Election. Sa COMELEC pa lang, they can decide, hindi na darating pa doon sa Supreme Court, no, kung sino yung dapat ilagay o nominee o elect ng mga tao, o kung sino yung dapat nilang i-declare. Civil Service Commission, Commission on Audit, National Labor Relation Commission, Securities and Exchange Commission, Land Registration Authority, Social Security Commission. Kung titingnan natin, all of them, or most of them, are mga commissions, and they have their own practices, no? Particularly, halimbawa sa COA, Commission on Audit. Sino ba ang ino-audit yan? Usually, ang government, no? Yung mga officials and employees and the rest. Ino-audit yung mga works nila and finances, o paano nila ginastos to. Now, kapag nakikialam yung executive dito, then, of course, bawal yun. Okay? Meron silang sariling identity. Office of the President, Civil Aeronautic Board, Central Board of Assessment, Appeal, Bureau of Patents, Trademark and Technology Transfer, National Electrification Commission, Energy Regulatory Commission, Board of Investment, Philippine Atomic Energy Commission, Department of Justice, Office of the Ombudsman, Movie and Television Review and Classification Board, Professional Regulatory Commission. So, ito yung mga quasi-judicial power na binigay sa mga agencies na ito. Now, let's go and discuss the powers and jurisdiction of the Supreme Court after the break.